robots that run on blood. Did I will this to happen a couple episode, or do all robots run on human blood? Is a Furby trying to eat me, Nicole? I don't know. All I do know is my name is James.
I'm Nicole.
And this is Mostly Speaking Sentai. Like me name James says, I'm James. I'm a goddamn dinosaur now. You don't know how dinosaurs sound, so don't even come to me and say, that's not what a dinosaur sounds like. A dinosaur could have sounded like this for all we know. So fuck you, gynecologist. Yeah, guys, I'm Dr. Gynecologist, a.k.a. Cool Keith, a.k.a. Dr. Doom. That's 3 or so dooms. I mean O's. And speaking of O's, she is oh so pleasant, oh so kind, and oh so my co-host, Nicole, my common law who's got me in awe, the bricks.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Shut up.
Okay.
I'm amped. I'm hyped. We have a good guest today.
I'm not feeling goofy today.
Get goofy, get googie, and I'll tickle your core.
Don't do that.
Like an apple. An apple core. This is something a leprechaun movie should do. Is like take it's an apple core and he makes it big and he does it to someone like down the middle, like from top to bottom of them, and it just cores.
Wouldn't they just be completely fine?
What? No,
because they would just go through the center.
No. It's a people like circumference sized. And so it's cutting like
so
this much. That. Yeah, like into their head.
Got it.
Maybe like how big is this hole, Nicole?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know, probably like 6 inches.
Apple size?
Yeah, like an apple size just down the middle.
So you're just saying use a regular sized one.
Well, no, a regular size one's too little. Okay? No, I'm saying the hole is this big.
Fucking
No, the hole is this big in the middle of the apple core.
Okay.
And then it has the sides out. It looks like our guest wants to contribute to this conversation. Go for it if you want.
No. I'm just listening.
Okay. So it cores them down the middle, and then like what comes out is just like this. Of course,
and
it's gonna fall apart.
And then they make it into apple pie.
Yeah, why not? And then the leprechaun feeds it. Maybe they were like,
it just turns into Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, but what could someone wish for with that? Like,
and then the leprechaun.
Maybe it's. Oh no! I know this.
Marries.
What?
Fuck, what's her name?
Jennifer
Elena
Aniston.
Bonham Carter.
Oh, okay. I have no idea where you were going. I forgot the Sweeney Todd thing. What would be wished for someone like is a country singer and they're like, I just want to be as American as apple pie. And then he's like, I got that for you. And then he cores them and then throws the core out and then just with like the fillets that fell to them. Mm-hmm. And also maybe
the slices.
Maybe first he puts them in an apple peeler and like peels off their skin.
I mean, that also cuts it.
Wait, it cuts it?
Yeah.
Like it shink and like makes it into pieces?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, it spins around and then a big old one comes. So it's kind of like a kebab first.
Sure.
It kebabs it.
Yeah.
Peels off their skin. And then he cores it and he's like, apple pie served, ma'am. And then the pie sings.
Yeah.
There you go, guys. We can write kills for Leprechaun. Steve Koskansky. If you're working on another Leprechaun after you did Psycho Gorman, call us, fucker.
Don't.
What? Why? You like Psycho Gorman? Why wouldn't you want to work with him? Peel those apples. But guys, we got to peel off finally. We got to peel this Band-Aid off. And that Band-Aid, it's a good peel, okay? It's like when when you want that pain and you kind of think a scab's gonna come off with it and you're into that shit. You're like my brother who would eat his own scabs. We have a guest who should have been on a long time ago. He's been a day one listener of ours. But he's from a different state, and in the beginning we were like, well, it needs to be in the room where it happened or it doesn't happen at all. But who cares now? He makes beautiful photography. He at least used to. I don't know if he's still making beautiful beats, but we have a beautiful boy who's a man on the show today. It's Bishop Jackson.
Good morning, or evening. I don't know what time it is anymore. It's everything's everywhere. How you guys doing?
We're doing well. You got a popcorn ceiling?
Good.
Or is that a flat
popcorn ceiling? No, it's flat.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I think. Is it? Yeah, it's flat.
It must be. It looks kind of, because of digital fragmentation.
It
looks
doesn't.
like it.
Yeah.
Well, in my eyes, I have blue blockers on. Maybe the blue light flattens it out.
Sure.
Okay. What's a good photo you taken lately?
Oh, man, a good photo I've taken lately. I think the last thing I've shot was back in November, so it's been a long time. But the model was this was September.
Damn.
Devi the model. Googly Monster on Instagram.
All right.
Find her there. But yeah, that's the last thing I've shot recently. So.
Have you ever shot in for like married couples boudoir photos?
Married couple boudoir photos? No.
I mean, not like together.
Sounds interesting though.
A wife is trying to spice things up and is like, I want to buy
something for her husband. No, I haven't done that yet, but I did have someone ask me a long time ago, but it never went through.
Okay.
We never followed through on it. Yeah.
Because I feel like that's a lucrative business.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah. There's guys that make 12,000. I mean, not 12,000, like 1,200, 2,000 on the shoot for something like that. Maybe more.
Nicole.
Yeah, that's a good business.
You have an iPhone. Let's start getting into the boudoir biz.
No.
Why not? We have a ring light.
But she has to photograph you.
I mean, I would enjoy that. I would have to fast for, 2 weeks before I was taking any photos of me without a shirt on. I have thought about doing this to make myself want to really be like, I need to work out. I would just do this. I work out in the nude and post it on Pornhub. I'll blur out my face. And that would encourage me to be like, oh God, I look so disgusting in this. But then eventually, I'll keep working at it. And then I'm raking in that money from people just jaying off to me.
Mm-hmm.
The look on Nicole's face right now.
Yeah, and it's excited. She's like, oh yeah, he's raking in that boudoir money.
Yeah, totally.
Hell yeah. Nicole,
Yeah.
what would it take for you to be okay with me showing my butthole on cameras? I kid, you don't need to answer that. Get goofy, bro.
She's not feeling it today, it seems, huh?
Did you eat before?
No.
Why didn't you eat?
Because there wasn't enough time.
But Bishop, we got you here finally. When was your first memory of us?
I think it was episode 1 or 2 or 3, somewhere around there. It was early.
Damn.
It was in the beginning. I want to say you guys found me through possibly Super Sentai Brothers or the Morphin Grid or Ranger Danger. It had to be one of those 3.
Or I was
assuming.
I was just liking and following people with hashtag Super Sentai.
Probably.
And then I found out, hey, don't do that because you think people who are into science fiction are good people, but no. They can have terrible thoughts and opinions and be monsters.
Yeah, this is a weird fandom to be in.
Yeah.
Both sides, the Japanese side and the American side.
So I had to do a mass unfollowing of just if I'm like, I don't recall anything about you, I need to unfollow you.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I also just left the Super Sentai Reddit because those people there just don't want to hear from us.
Really, really?
Yeah, because I'll post and
What do you
people will
mean?
like downvote the stuff without saying anything.
Okay.
It's just like downvoting it. And I'm like, okay, well, this is weird. And then memes that are just like the shittiest memes are people for the 5th time in a month saying, hey guys, I'm new to Sentai. Where should I start? Or where can I stream this? Or, hey guys, what do you think is the most dark Sentai series? What's the most mature one? Let me know. Just search the fucking Reddit, guys. There have been 20 posts already about this year, and it is January 17th.
Yeah.
We're 17 baby. Not the QAnon thing, because I recently found out 17's a big thing in QAnon. The Juggalo thing.
Wait, what?
17 is a big number in Juggalo fandom.
Oh, okay.
I don't recall
and
why.
Juggalo is QAnon?
Yeah, guys, it's actually Q Strange from Las Vegas. He's a horrorcore rapper. He's the Q.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you familiar with Q Strange?
No, I'm not.
Okay, because there are some. You are the only person when I have ever referenced an obscure rap thing, the only person to say, whoa, it's strange listening to a Sentai podcast, and then King Gordy comes up.
Yeah, that doesn't happen that often. I mean, I've been getting Juggalo stuff popping up on podcasts, but a King Gordy or a Brother Lynch or a Tech Nine, not really. Not much of that.
Yeah.
It's a weird crossover.
Brother Lynch, I remember our friend Sean, when he moved to across the street from us, no one, like people would know about ICP, but no one knew about Brother Lynch where we were from. And then he starts like talking to me and he's like, oh yeah, what kind of stuff are you in? And I'm like showing him my collection. He's like, whoa, you like Brother Lynch too? And I'm like, excuse me? Okay, we are friends now.
That's usually how it works. I've made a lot of friends through music choices, from Brother Lynch to Tech Nine, Bjork, Portishead, all of it. So music connects people.
Yeah. Nicole, what kind of music has connected you to people? I don't know.
Shut up.
Oh man, you've turned into Sean. You're Sean Marciniak today.
That's a compliment. Thank
No,
you.
it is not.
Thank you
not,
so much.
No, to me it is not. If someone on the stage were to be like, "Oh my God, you're emulating Sean Marciniak," then that's a compliment. But from me, it's you just giving me no.
I already warned you. That's the mood I'm in today.
Okay, well, I'm going to get you out of that mood with a mood blocker or a mood enhancer. Uh-huh. How can we do that? Bishop, say a joke and maybe she'll giggle about it.
Oh my God.
Oh, you put me on the spot. I don't know jokes.
Okay, all right. Is that working?
Yeah,
All right,
totally.
hell yeah, dude. Bishop, what's your experience with Power Rangers and Super Sentai?
Power Rangers, I was there from day one. I think I was there the first day it aired, sitting in front of the TV after school.
Damn.
Yeah, that makes me feel old, but I'm okay with that.
It started in what? 95, something like that?
93.
Oh, that makes even less sense. You look very young, like you look our age.
Thank you. Thank you. How old are you guys? You guys aren't that far off from me, are you?
30
I'm 35.
and 27.
Okay. Nicole's a little younger. Yeah, 30's not that far from 35. But yeah, Power Rangers, I was there from day one. Sentai, I didn't get into that until about maybe 2015. I was aware of it, but I hadn't watched anything until about 2015. So somewhere around there.
You saw it in 2015 and you're like, whoa, this just blew my mind. I'm going to go onto the subreddit and just say the same shit over and over again. I'm heating on the subreddit, guys.
Got him.
It's just a circle there.
Yeah, no, it was hard to find a lot of Sentai early on. So like I said, I was aware of it, but early internet, there was nowhere to find it unless you were torrenting everything and destroying your computer with viruses you didn't know you had. So I just waited it out until they started popping up on YouTube and things like that. And that's when I got into it.
I luckily never have ever gotten a virus from a torrent. Of course, sometimes when you...
That you know of.
No. I know I haven't. All the time when you would download something with a key generator, your virus thing would say, this is a virus, dude. And it's like, no, it's not. You're being unruly thinking... I feel like the antivirus people had to put that in to be like, oh, this is a virus by, like big companies. Like, we need to weed out these key generators.
Oh, I definitely turned off Norton antivirus in Windows XP a long time ago. It will pop up for anything. It will pop up for anything just to get you to try to spend, $20 a month or something like that on it that you didn't need. So I get it.
I had Avast for such a long time, just the free one, to the point where they're like, hey, we're going to give this to you for 90% off for a year subscription. That equals out to $6.50. I was like, nah, I'm going to keep it free, guys. Because I'm like, dude, you guys are mining data from me to see which is a good cause. If you're mining any data, it should be to prevent virus attacks from happening, but...
Sure.
I don't want them to know what websites I'm going to. I don't want them to know I searched Orbeez on Pornhub. What's the weirdest thing you've ever searched on Pornhub? This isn't towards Bishop. This is, unless you want to answer it, this is to the people in the 5-star iTunes reviews.
Yeah.
I think push butt plug out is probably the weirdest thing.
I would say Orbeez.
Okay, yeah, okay.
How is Orbeez not the weirdest thing?
Orbeez is technically a butt plug that's been cut up into a million balls and then pushed in, then also forced out in the same manner. Yeah.
If that's how they're doing it.
Okay, I learned something new today.
Or just milk enema, but I feel like milk enema is a popular thing.
I wouldn't know. Don't fucking look at me, dude.
Or at least more of a popular thing, because there are a lot of milk enema stuff, very little Orbeez stuff.
Sure.
I'm with Nicole on this one.
Okay, all right. I once searched snuff and got on a list. I'm kidding.
It's fucked up.
I'm dabbing. I said this on Talking About Beyblade, but I want to get a mini DV or a VHS camcorder. Mm-hmm. And if anyone were to ask, well, why do you want that? I'm not going to tell them the aesthetic and all of that, whatnot. I'm just going to say, snuff connoisseurs don't like that HD shit.
Yeah, it's really funny.
It is. Snuff,
Yeah.
Snuff, I watched a documentary on this, unless this was a deep state doc trying to get us to look away from the actual snuff that is being made. Snuff is not a real thing in the grand scheme of things. People think there's these underground whole networks making these films, but it's not.
How would you know?
I watched a documentary on it, of experts. This isn't some YouTube thing. This was in 2009 I watched this. It was on Investigative Discovery.
John Wayne Gacy was doing it.
No, we don't know if he was really no films have emerged.
Yeah, they fucking were.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, they fucking were, dude.
How do you know they...
Because they said so.
No, they did. I thought they said someone heard a tape being recorded.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess snuff is being made, guys. No, that was BDSM shit. They weren't filming the kills. They were filming the torture.
Oh, okay.
But that could be displayed as hey, it's BDSM.
But okay.
But technically it wasn't, because it wasn't consensual BDSM.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Oh, I know your mind, girl. What's up? Guys, there was a very long pause right there of me just looking at Nicole.
Because you keep going on this topic for who fucking knows how long.
It was probably 2 minutes.
Neither of us are interested or have contributed, but you just keep going.
It's crazy that if it does exist and it's what if one was made even a week? That's baffling. But it's not. I read it on a documentary crawl.
You read it on a blog once.
Yeah. The blog was a, Star Wars type crawl. It was bum, ba-da-ba-bum, 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 ba-da-ba-bum. And as it was going, it was snuff isn't actually a thing. And then that was it.
Yeah.
But then, of course, George Lucas got to it, put in some special effects, made some 3D shit. I'm like, get out of here, dude. Thoughts on film preservation, sir?
Film preservation, as in George Lucas going in and redoing Star Wars type stuff?
And not giving the originals availability to be watched.
I mean, other than Star Wars, I haven't come across anything else like that. But I mean, there's people that hate the remaster so much. Why not? Why not give it to them?
Yeah,
give them the originals. Yeah, if the people want to give it to them, yeah.
Like from a business standpoint, that seems stupid to not just do both.
I think it's like him feeling ashamed of it, just like ICP. This will be very short. When they released Dark Lotus, they fell out with one of the members and they had a new person on the label re-record over all of his stuff. Like they dubbed him in, and then the original version is unavailable. You just cannot get it unless through illegal means. Luckily, people have been able, because it was on a CD, it's easy to preserve that stuff, but you can't stream it anywhere.
I guess if you look at it from the perspective of like an artist, I understand.
Mm-hmm. Because also a lot of, I read an article recently of how the golden era of hip hop, there's a lot of stuff that people need to try and preserve because there are some things that were only on cassettes in very small runs that you can't find or listen to anywhere. And those tapes are starting to degrade. So you need to, like, if you have something that no one else has, you need to start digitizing that and just putting it up for free somewhere.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And Pulgasari, guys, we need to get into North Korea, find the negatives so we can get that in 4K. I talk about it on This Existed, guys. Go to the Patreon. Whoo! Bishop, this whole Fiveman thing's about teachers. They're all teachers. You don't really hear about it in most of these episodes recently. But what kind of student were you, either in middle school, high school, elementary, wherever you want to go?
Elementary through middle school, I was pretty good. But around high school is when I got bored and just started saying, fuck it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I never graduated, got my GED, and was like, fuck it, that's good enough. I was a good student. I just got bored.
Yeah. Well, were you a nerd? Were you a jock?
I want to say somewhere in between, but closer to the nerd side.
Okay.
What genre of a person are you?
Yeah, we should start saying that. What genre were you in high school?
Were you a Garfield or a John Arbuckle?
Oh, okay. All right. I like that.
I got to go with Garfield on that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a Nermal. Everyone knows that. No, I'm a Bucky the Cat. I'm in a completely different comic.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm a fucking original, dude.
Damn.
I'm an outcast and outsider. Golden Pony boy, yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever seen Fiveman before today?
I tried watching the first episode, but I fell asleep.
No!
I was supposed to go back and try to rewatch it. It wasn't a boring thing. It was just a tired thing.
Okay.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this episode too. So,
Hell
other
yeah.
than that, no, I haven't seen any Fiveman.
Ooh, yes. Fiveman is so cool.
And it was a weird show.
Yeah, that's why I think we like it so much. Are you still enjoying it, Nicole?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Fiveman needs to rise up and take on the British Army in
Anyway, but like I
1776.
said while we were watching it, I'm waiting for like a multiple episode story arc to happen.
And there are 3 arcs like that crossover into different episodes. It's the first 2 episodes, the middle 2 episodes, then the last 4.
Really?
Yeah, it's not like in Die Ranger where like you have the Kujaku arc, you have the Gorma arc, things of that nature.
What the heck? Boo.
2 thumbs down.
Yeah, it seems like this show is a lot darker than, or at least at the beginning, than I would expected it to be. It just seemed like most Sentai shows that I've seen, they're more lighthearted up until this point. But 10 episodes in, this one seemed kind of dark.
It goes through waves of being like, hey, this is a kid's show. Like when Comatose was on, it was about a child from a giant planet who came and he's just like learning math with the math teacher of the bunch.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like it doesn't know what it wants to be.
Which I love. It's kind of Ninja Steel in that way of like, let's just throw anything at the dartboard as long as we execute it well, it's gold. Mm-hmm. I'm cool with it.
Sure.
I want to
Get
kiss
it.
whoever made this show.
You want to smooch them?
Yeah, give him a little. Mwah. I revealed to Nicole yesterday, we were watching The Witcher, and I said, before watching this show, and especially the second season, I had never wanted to be held by a man to be like, Geralt, maybe because he's like going into this father role, I want him to be my hunky dad.
I was like, fuck yeah.
I'm down. I'm totally down to have
Zeddy.
Henry Cavill recount behind the scenes story of Hellworld, which is the 8th Hellraiser movie. Well, he rocks me to sleep.
Noise.
And then he'll be like, this is when I got into MMOs because the whole story of that one.
Yeah, as we all know.
Yeah.
As everyone's familiar with that.
Hellraiser 8 was to unlock the puzzle box. They were like, hey, what better way to do this than on the fucking internet? They made the puzzle on the game, and when you are able to solve it within this MMO, you unlock the sweets of hell, and Pinhead comes for you. It's one of my favorites.
Okay.
I give it 2 thumbs up. Could it be that the 3 before that were all shit and I didn't enjoy those, so it just this one was mediocre? And I'm like, yeah, probably.
Yeah, most likely.
Hellraisers, you like them? You ever seen them?
I fell off after the third one. What was that?
Hell on Earth?
Bloodbound? Which one was Bloodbound?
That's the
Or
second one.
Bloodline or something like that.
Oh, Bloodline's the
second one?
4th.
Fourth. That's the last one I think I've seen.
Okay.
I kind of fell off after that.
That's a good place to fall off because the 5th, 6th, and 7th are bad. The 8th, who knows? It could just be mediocre or very good. Mm-hmm. But Henry Cavill's in it in one of his first starring roles.
Nice.
Didn't know that.
Just like Adam Scott was in the 4th one in one of his first starring roles.
Nice.
And he's looking like a little cutie from the 1800s England.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Or from America. I don't know. Uh-oh, my pen fell. So let's get into it. Today we watched episode 10 of Fiveman entitled Drink My Blood. Quick synopsis for you guys. This man comes from the sky and he's like, I'm going to take out Zone, that person's mine to kill. And we find out that he is from a planet that the Zone had murdered before, but they didn't murder everyone. He's still there. He's the prince of the planet, but he now has these cybertronic things. And on top of that,
He is a cyborg.
Yes, he is a cyborg now, and that's why the person didn't recognize him in the beginning. His arm looks kind of like Jin's arm from Die Ranger. He has that kind of aesthetic. And we find out that, just like we said, they're throwing things at the wall. Why? Because he's a cyborg. Does he need human blood as energy? Also, do all planets have humans? How was he sustaining himself until now? Die Ranger.
I don't know. Maybe it's not just human blood.
He says human blood, but that could be a translation thing of just like man blood.
I had the same thought when he said it, when he said human blood. I'm like, okay, so if this is his first time to Earth, how's he been alive between then and now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because he did specifically say human blood.
maybe, like we are Americans, but we are still humans, just like he's from the Romano. Everybody, which I was like, guys, everybody loves Romano. Why would you destroy it? They're still humans there, but they are Romanians. Could be.
Yes?
But could he eat one of the crystal people because they're crystals?
Not if they changed into a crystal. He'd
Okay.
break his teeth off.
Or could he just swallow the crystal? Like a 3-year-old on an Orby?
What?
Because 3-year-olds are going to eat them Orbeez.
Swallow an entire person?
No, when they turn into the tear crystal. That's what I thought you meant when they turned into a crystal.
No.
Okay, that's the size of an Orbeez.
Okay,
That's why I made the parallel.
When they use their crystal powers.
Ooh, like Sailor Moon. They got crystals there. There's a Sailor Moon Crystals. It's a whole sub-series.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
You get out of here.
Fuck off.
I'll leave.
Duo Grunfox, if you're listening, Nicole and I are doing well.
Do you even hear from them anymore?
Yeah.
Okay.
They come in. They say, what's up, man?
They say, what's up?
They're on the Discord.
Oh, okay. I don't know how to use Discord, so.
I'll teach you, okay?
But I also haven't tried
Yeah.
because I don't get it.
Well, let's get into notes. You'll get those.
Oh.
Bishop, what's your first note? Did you take any?
What's his name? The Black Ranger.
Fumiya.
Fumiya? Yeah. Is he always eating? Is that a trait? Is that his thing? Or is that just this episode?
I think it's just this one of him being a little... He's usually a little scamp. That's his character trait.
Okay.
And I here are some quotes from him right in the beginning. He eats everything off from his kebab, then starts spearing the leftover things from that couldn't fit on kebabs.
Yeah.
And he's eating everything, and he's like, they're like, why are you doing this? You need to leave some for me. And he's like, I'm still a growing boy, guys. And if Zone comes, you need to be full you can't fight on an empty stomach. Then when Zone does come, he falls on the ground
I'm too full.
Yeah, he falls on the ground and says that. And props to the props department, because that's a huge-ass boulder they threw at him.
Yeah. Yeah. But also, one of them blamed the boulder on him from eating too much.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah. Yeah, they were like, it's because you ate too much. And I was like, what?
How?
Yeah.
I guess his stomach was making so many rumbles it avalanched.
Maybe.
I don't know. Or maybe he pooped real hard and it teleported because
What?
Maybe because Arthur 5 is so robotic and enhanced, he made them underwear that you can just shit in the underwear and it teleports into a toilet, but it was so huge it rolled down the hill.
Uh-huh.
That could be something.
Yeah.
That's actually a pretty good invention.
No.
If you could do it.
Okay.
You wouldn't want to just pee your pants and
don't.
nothing happens?
No.
Just mensy in your pants and not have to deal with it?
Okay.
Yeah. You're coming around on it.
Sure.
No pads. No
I
tampon.
am. Yeah, that's a lot easier in life.
Yeah. And then you wouldn't have to, the water waste? You wouldn't be flushing the toilet all the time?
You said it teleports into a toilet.
Oh, I meant into where duty ends up at to be filtered out.
Okay.
Or I guess shoot it into space. It just winds up in the sun.
Uh-huh.
Yes, these pants are a portal to the center of the sun. An alien passes by and they're like, ooh, this star stinks.
Oh my God. Fuck. Their picnic is cute.
Yeah.
They're at I don't know.
A riverside picnic.
Yeah.
How come we don't
With
have
lots
those?
of rocks. I don't know. You tell me.
Let's make a river in the backyard.
Because the last time we sat by a river, we had to watch a seagull eat another bird whole.
Yeah. Made this dude amped for the day.
Scarred for life.
What? You ever seen a bird eat another bird?
I have not.
It's terrifying.
It sounds bad.
Oh, it is. It is.
The monster in this episode is really fucking cool.
Yeah. The design looked a lot like the Black Knight from Zyuranger / Mighty Morphin.
I think the eyes glowed.
He had a Juggalo color scheme.
Black and red.
Yeah. Bitch, what you know about the red and black?
I'm so pissed.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it was cool. It's got a big old mace or something.
Also, he makes this fracture in the ground, like an earthquake, and Fumiya falls down it, and they're like, oh, I guess he fell down there. He'll figure it out. And then he just pops out of the hole.
See, they were right.
Yeah. It's baffling. And then in Ginga Man, there's okay, Nicole, not to be confused with the Ginga Man from last episode.
See, so that's why I thought it was a thing.
There is a series called Ginga
Why
Man.
didn't you bring that up?
Because everyone knows
Oh
that.
my God, fuck off.
The first Red Ranger falls down a hole, and I think he dies or he comes back. I haven't seen past the first episode.
Yeah. I feel
Bishop?
like I remember you showing me that.
Do you know?
If it's anything like Lost Galaxy, Power Rangers Lost Galaxy was, I'm going to assume he comes back.
Okay,
I haven't seen any Ginga Man, though. But a similar thing happened in Lost Galaxy, and he came back later and did a thing. So
Okay, then I'll trust your judgment and say that's definitive, guys. If it's not, let us know in a 5-star iTunes review. I say that every episode and still haven't gotten any new ones in like a year. Maybe they're listening on Spotify. Shut up.
Well, that doesn't matter. Go to iTunes and leave a review anyway.
Just do it, guys. Nike style. Swish.
Swoosh. Swiggity swooty.
So when that guy, the vampire,
Looking for
shows
that
up,
booty.
he's like, you don't recognize me. And he turns his back to like show a symbol, but they edit in the cut before like the cape settles down for us to see the symbol.
Yeah.
It's just like the top half of it because like the cape is still like swooshing, cutting off the bottom of it.
Well, they're like, you get it. It's a symbol.
And we do see it later on, but still, there's that reveal is bad.
It's a bad reveal.
That would be like if in Batman, when Michael Keaton like swoops down, they like cut before he gets out of the shadow and you never see him.
That's different, though.
Okay, all right. I'm trying to think of things that there's a big reveal and...
Because it's not like we've seen this character before.
Exactly.
So it really isn't, it isn't a big reveal. It's a micro reveal.
Yeah, but what if I'm a kid and I want to draw? I'm like, oh, I love drawing symbols on my notebook for my favorite TV series, Super Sentai. And you're like, fuck, man. I was going to pause it and, put like sketching paper over my TV screen, draw it so I have it for a reference at school.
Yeah.
To put on my notebook. Astucious.
Well, you can't, so fucking deal with it.
Oh.
Also, you said we see it later.
Yes, but it's still very weird that it's like, it's a big deal and you don't fully show us it.
Yeah.
It would have been like a second, so like 23 frames, just show us those 23.
Maybe there's a
cape cut?
There's a crew down there.
Oh, okay,
and
maybe.
They're like, we gotta Sam fucked up again. We gotta cut him out of the shot and we can't redo it.
Yeah, for how quickly Sentai is made and how like small of a budget they say it is, I've never seen a crew in the background.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't either, but you're a lot better at spotting that than me.
Yeah. I bet if they release like a widescreen version of it, it's just crew members fucking everywhere.
Nah, they're organized over there. They seem like they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I had a question about, what's her name? Dodora?
Yeah, what's up?
Maybe my autocorrect. Is she like a Goldar equivalent? She's like the second in command?
I don't really. No, because that one guy with like the big old hat, he's second in command, I think.
Big hat.
He's got like, it looks like horns, a big head dressing or a helmet.
Oh, the guy with, did he say his like sword cries or something?
No, that's Billion.
Okay.
That's the sword fighter. This is the guy who in the beginning got his cheeks fired.
Yeah, you're right.
That's the second in command. Then I think she's just like she's called the professor. So I think she comes up with plans and strategy.
That's why he called her the professor. Okay, I was wondering about that too. That makes a little sense now.
Okay. We find out that Arthur is a robot, but he doesn't run on blood. And when we see the Romano planet, I love the sets like that. And I wish if there is a Toei Tokusatsu that is all on like sets, not going outside, it's not set on the planet Earth. It's just these cool dystopian looking areas. Please send me a link. Preferably from like the early 90s, late 80s era.
Well, what if they don't exist?
But well, then you have nothing to send me. It's the easiest thing to do.
Cool.
Just don't reply.
Cool.
Leave me on red.
When the cyborg guy is like, I'm gonna chomp these children.
Oh no.
Fumiya comes in and is like, no, drink my blood. And then the vampire guy's like, you would sacrifice your life for me? And I was like, no, it's because you were going to eat that child. It's to save the child. The fuck?
Spare the rod, spoil the child's blood with sweet treats.
Okay.
You know that saying?
Yeah.
Don't beat your kids, spoil them.
Yeah.
So you don't have to beat them? I think that's what that phrase means.
Are you serious?
What?
Oh my God. Is that really what you think that means?
Spare the rod, spoil the child. Oh, it means if you don't beat them, you're spoiling them. Okay, never mind. I like mine better. Spoil your child so they're a good little boy or girl, and then it's fine.
Yeah, I thought you were making that joke.
I know I used to know that because I think it was in like a humanitarian class I took that was a thing brought up.
Probably. Maybe. I don't know.
Or in an anthropology class.
I don't know your life.
You know, when I worked at anthropology and I had to take a class, and they said if a child is screaming, spare the rod, spoil the child. So I was like, yeah, I guess like we have like dum-dums that we can throw to them.
Yeah.
But I guess they wanted me to beat the kid with the suckers.
Throw it at him. Just like
as if I'm throwing an axe.
Like try to stab them.
Well, I'm saying like hit it rock hard on their head.
Okay.
Pelt their eye with it to welt their cries. There we go. Spoil the child.
Fuck.
Don't beat them. Feed them. That's what my Nana did. My Nana just spoiled us so we would shut up.
She said, don't beat them. Feed them.
I think she was like a jawbreaker that like can't fit in my mouth. She was like, I know how to shut this kid up. Just buy 3 jawbreakers for the entire week he's going to be here. He will not talk.
Did it work?
I think so. I was just like, and in between that, making fart noises with my armpit.
Probably, yeah.
Because
just feverishly.
my grandma is the one who taught me that.
I know.
We were at a lake, and she was like, oh, yeah, try it out. You do it like this. And I was swimming, and then I did it. And it was cool. Haven't gone back since.
Little did she know.
She created a monster.
Yeah.
Except jawbreakers, no thank you. They're too big. If I can't fit it in my mouth, it's going down south. In my ass.
Yeah.
A jawbreaker is also a hymen breaker.
Hey, you ever put a jawbreaker up your ass? Tell us in a 5-star iTunes review.
That's actually a good Pornhub search. Just jawbreaker and see if anyone. So it has to. Like, I just shot.
I don't think it would be
It's out there.
An actual jawbreaker, though. I think it would just be like a big penis.
No. Oh, I mean, yeah, like a thick old hog would be called a jawbreaker.
Yeah.
She's like, I can't fit it in my mouth.
Yeah.
You expect that to go down south?
Yeah.
And by south, I mean the trash?
Yeah.
Not my vagina or butt. It's too big.
Yeah.
But then they're like, oh, I've got lube for you.
Yeah.
And then squirts it in her mouth. And she's like,
yeah.
Lube up that mouth, guys. You're sucking so much dick, your mouth has got stretch marks. I'm sorry, Bishop.
I don't want to know what that's from.
I think it's maybe from like an ICP song.
It sounds familiar. It sounds familiar. I don't know if it's a good thing that I'd recognize that, though.
It's from a rap song. I know that for a fact. Oh, it could be from a Too Short song. That feels like in line with him. Yeah.
What's on that shelf behind you?
Shelf behind me.
Yeah.
DVDs. A lot of DVDs.
What's your most expensive DVD in your collection?
Ooh, this is actually not my collection, but my collection most expensive. I wouldn't say expensive, but rare because I can't find another copy. It would be Fear of a Black Hat.
What is that? Is it good? Do you recommend?
It's a CB4 style parody of NWA.
Oh.
where the group is NWH, niggas with hats. It's pretty funny. It's floating around on Amazon, but it's extremely hard to find a DVD copy of it.
Okay, this has gone to the top of my watch list now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Not a lot of people know about it though.
Yeah. I just found out one of the Mystery Science Theater ones we have that has Godzilla versus Megalon on it, that shot up way in price. And my most extreme elimination challenge, that the 5 seasons I have are like $500.
Yeah.
I did want to get a copy of, I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, Tattooed Teenage Alien Fighters from Beverly Hills.
I've heard of that. Yeah.
That shit, for some reason, they just disappeared off Amazon, and they're going for like $200 or something like that now.
Boo.
For a very bad TV show.
Yeah, a show that's just weird, except there is that sexy scene in it.
What about a VHS copy?
Oh, yeah. You got a VHS, dude?
Yeah.
Of that, or just in general?
Just, do you have a VCR player?
Oh, a VCR? I actually do have a VCR, yeah.
All right, good. I have 2. One doesn't work. I need to like calibrate the heads on it.
Okay.
And then sell it.
Yeah.
Because guys, if you have a VHS or VCR, I mean, give it to me. I'm kidding. Sell it on eBay. You can get like $40 for pretty much any of them.
Nice.
It's not bad.
But if you have any Yogi Bear stuff, please send it to our P.O. box. I'm shelling for goddamn yogis, Nicole.
Yeah. Whatever makes you happy, I guess. If it's Yogi Bears,
If I could get, if there
I'll
were...
take that over Beyblades.
If there were, like, TV shows based off from you that got turned into action figures and plushies, you better believe I'd be collecting Nicole's.
Uh-huh.
Would you, if you all of a sudden, like, let's say Crumb Bums became something and I just collected all you, like the merch of you, would you be flattered?
No.
What? You're odd, Nicole.
Why would I be flat? Like, obviously, I already know that you are obsessed with me.
Yeah.
Why would I be flattered by that?
What if I started making action figures of you, like very good ones?
I don't know.
And
That'd be weird.
It'd be like those dolls that when you tip them over, they fall asleep, but your eyes are just always closed. Like it looks like they can move, but we've just like glued them shut.
That seems like just an extra step for no reason.
You're always sleeping. That's the thing.
I am not.
Yes, you are. There are times when like 12 hours of the day is spent you in bed.
Yeah, because I'm 27 going on 80. Yeah.
You don't kiss like an 80-year-old, i.e., it doesn't smell of mothballs and
The fuck?
and hard candy.
They try to trick him by saying his sister is alive, but then he's like, nah, fuck you. She would have killed herself.
Yeah. My sister was a proud woman. She would have killed herself before she got captured.
And I was like, damn, she's hardcore.
I liked how he was like, I don't need love. Where there is love, there is sorrow.
Yeah.
That's emo as hell.
That's me.
Also, this dude knows his place in the whole grand scheme of existence because when he is about to self-destruct on her, he says, let's go to hell together. He knows he's done some bad shit in seeking a vengeance.
I think it's like a callback because earlier Daldora says, you'll both go to hell.
Oh, okay.
Holding hands. And I was like, what? Okay.
Speaking on vengeance, if a warrior of fascism killed your sister, would you become an android for vengeance?
Sure.
Bishop?
I mean, if I was still alive, I don't think I would worry about the android part. I think that seemed, I don't know if they explained it. Maybe I missed something, but that just seemed like an extra step that was unnecessary. The whole android part.
I don't think I would. I probably might team up with the fascists.
Okay.
Being like, hey, clearly you're doing something right.
They murdered an entire planet.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, I'm cool with that.
I see strength in that.
Yeah.
You know? I'm like, clearly they're on the winning side of things.
Sure.
I don't need to be in the resistance.
So you're just after survival.
And strength, feeling powerful,
Okay.
feeling comforted. Maybe one of them is a hunky father that can hold me.
Feeling held?
Yeah. Actually, that the giant lady in the sky, she could hold me in her mouth.
In her mouth?
Yeah, because she's huge. The lady in the sky covered in hair.
How do you know that's... I always just thought it was like a projection.
No, I think that's her. Do I know what she really is? Yes. Am I saying this to just make a joke and not reveal details?
Yeah.
No, I think she's a big old lady that can climb in her
A
mouth.
giant woman.
Yeah, I have giganticism fetishes. And I just want to rest in her mouth as she swishes me back and forth like a tiny jawbreaker.
How?
Because that like a full-size jawbreaker. You know, like one that you get in a Halloween.
What the fuck?
It's called Callback. Sharna and Del Close would be happy of me.
I was gonna say, where do you think the giant woman fetish started? Cause like it made me think of Steven Universe, and I was like, what's before that?
I don't know.
Did it start with Steven Universe?
No. It was for sure before that. I think it was probably like Greek tales of like giants in general. And then people read those and was like, I just had my sexual awakening.
No, I didn't mean like, I meant like in today.
I mean, okay. I do not seek out giantess things, but I have seen dating back to like the early 2000s pictures of like women, and it's people photoshopping.
I guess I mean like in pop culture.
In pop culture, I don't know, cakefarts.com. Like there's a big old butt sitting on a bigger cake. And then there's a little kid saying, no. It's probably Digimon.
I'm sorry I asked.
No,
Okay,
like there's giant women in Digimon. Like whatever Gatomon turns into, a cat turns into an angel woman. Yeah, guys. It's bizarre.
Thought the ending of this was unrealistic, where he's like, no, I'm going to give up my just basically entire life of trying to get revenge to save this stranger.
Well, no, I think he realizes that they have a better chance of taking them down than just me. Like they can take down all of them, but if they die now, they get to roam free. My thing is just trying to kill a single entity in this organization. That's how I took it.
Okay,
Bishop?
I guess.
I kind of thought he was going after everybody, but he had a chance to take out Scorpion Lady.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he sacrificed himself for the rest of them, which it didn't work,
Yeah.
which was the sad part. So that kind of caught me off guard
But it helped
that he sacrificed himself and it didn't work. Yeah, it did help.
because it started knocking off the armor of the beetle.
But it made it feel less significant, like him sacrificing himself because the Beetleborg didn't even die.
But it helped because this thing was indestructible. It was breaking swords in half off from its shell, half shell, turtle power.
Okay.
But didn't they have to go through the whole breaking the armor thing again when he became giant?
I think like they were like the big armor fell off and he still had some armor on, and they were like still like they had to whittle away all the armor, but like the things that were making him impenetrable fell off in the big explosion.
Got you.
That's how I'm reading into it. I liked how they said, taste the sword of justice to the beetle guy. And this is a follow-up to 2 episodes ago with the wolf thing. I looked at the concept because we were like, oh, is he a robot? And I thought maybe in the concept art in that encyclopedia that we have of monster design that he was more robotic on the outside. He was not. I think it's some other guy that I was looking at.
Oh, okay.
That was more robotic. And I think that's all my notes. Got anything else to say about this episode?
I mean, I enjoyed it. Like I said, I enjoyed it. The, what's his name? Gollum 9? That kind of caught me off guard. The little Michelin Man guy that came to make the monsters big. Yeah, that's a every episode thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, they get creative with the shit.
That's one thing that I forget to tell people of.
But it explained it.
Yeah. It luckily does that
Yeah,
every
I'm glad
single
it did
episode.
explain it.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
Hell yeah. All right. These fuckers are teachers, and they use the subjects they teach in their fighting styles and their special abilities. So, Bishop, if you were a 5-man, first, what subject would you teach the children, and how would you use that as a 5-man to take down Zone?
That's a hard question because I'm torn between English and math, but I don't know how I would use either of those to.
What about photography?
Still, another one. How could I don't know how to use that.
I got a good one. I think this might have even been in Die Ranger. I could be stealing this from another Sentai villain, though. You take a picture of them, and then they get, like, trapped in the picture when you develop it.
Yes.
And then this was a thing already?
Yeah, it was the
Multiple times. And
Okay. Yeah.
the love interest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So then maybe you just, when you're in a dark room and you have that chemical stuff,
Yeah.
you throw that on them and just light a match. That could be something.
That's more chemistry.
Straightforward. Yeah.
Or like they're evil, and by throwing that on them and you cover them in a blanket, they develop into a nice guy.
No.
That's very 5-man though, of being just weird and kooky.
That's too weird.
Yeah, I guess that's Car Ranger shit. You get the lighting right, and they're just like, come on, and they just get so bored of you trying to get the right lighting that they leave.
You could use a flash, blind them.
Ooh, okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wrap them up in film, light a match, throw it at them.
Oh my God.
What are some other film stuff?
That could be used as weapons. Just hitting them with a camera.
Okay. You
Have a tripod lance.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Like you look at them through different lenses, like you give them a fisheye lens, then take a picture, and then they turn into a wonky guy. Because that's what fisheye lens it makes them what the picture looks like.
You zoom.
Yeah.
You zoom out, and it just makes them like teleport far away.
Oh yeah, that too. Or they are far away, and then you do a Wes Anderson, and you catch up to them real quick because they're trying to run away, and then you're right next to them, and you sock it to them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff you can do with cameras.
You could just hit them with it.
He already said that.
My bad.
I guess this would also just be making them a nice guy. You have like a microfiber. Oh no, you want to know what? You gauze them up, and then they can't see. Put some gauze on the lens.
No, that's what the flash is for.
You could also throw some Vaseline
Put
on
some
them.
Vaseline on the lens makes them real slippy.
Also, the Gaussian blur is not.
It's in Photoshop.
Yeah. Also, I thought that was like the putting Vaseline, like it mimics that, but it is not. Gauze is, the bandaging.
Yeah.
But you might put a bandage over a lens, see through it a little bit. That's a stylistic choice.
If it's like patient waking up in a hospital and it's like their POV.
Oh yeah. Damn, we did
so
it.
Very specific.
Do like crank up the saturation, and then their own skin is blinding them. They're like, oh, I can't see anymore, guys.
What?
I don't know. Or you can use Photoshop on them, and then like Photoshop details.
That's
like
different.
Well, no, this is actually good. You like someone has a GoPro or something on them, another ranger, and you're back at the command base with Arthur 5. They take a picture of them, and you're like, okay, well, let me Photoshop out their knife, and then they don't have a knife anymore, and then they can just start beating up on the guy. There you go.
Stupid.
Don't call me stupid.
I didn't. I called your idea stupid.
You punched me in the gut and you said, take that, bitch.
It sounds more like something Socks would do.
You're like, I got a jawbreaker for you, and then you just socked me in my glass jaw.
Again, Socks.
No, this is you. You taught him that ways.
No.
Ooh. We did it, guys. That's an episode.
Woo.
Nicole just put up her little arms, shook them, and then said, woo. Bishop, thank you so much for hopping on, finally getting on.
Thank you for having me.
Do you have anything to plug?
BishopJackson.com. That's it. Everything's there.
What if someone wants you to take, I don't know, boudoir photos, would they go there?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Anything except for weddings. I refuse to do weddings, but other than that, you need something, shoot me an email.
Yeah, Nicole's cousin was doing weddings, and he's like, I don't like it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not surprised by that.
He said you'd think you'd have a set plan of like who is taking photos first and so on and so forth, but no, everyone just flies off the seat of their pants.
Yeah.
It seems like a frustrating day.
Yeah. That's why I don't want to get married now. I just don't want to deal with it. You're my common law now, Nicole.
Okay.
Can you be my hunky father and hold me at night?
I could try.
And can you be my hair-covered woman so I can rest in your mouth?
Socks will hold you like a hunky dad.
No, he won't. He can barely hold a log that's a catnip toy.
He holds it real good.
I see. Once it gets wet and slippery, it's falling out.
Nah.
And also, if it's like 2 feet away, he like paws at it and he's like, I'm not going to get up and get that.
Yeah.
You expect him to hold me? Like Charles Atlas?
I don't know what that is.
It's that dude holding the world.
Got it.
And you got his seal of
Never
approval.
knew his first name was Charles.
I think that's what it is. It's in a
Sounds right.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah.
And that dude comes out and he's buff as hell.
Yeah.
And everyone wants to lick his abs.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. There you go. Lick someone's abs this week. Nicole, what you got to plug?
Oh, goodness. Follow me on social medias at Darling Homebody. Go to darlinghomebody.com to look at all the creepy, cute stuff that I'm up to. Patreon.com/darlinghomebody for monthly sticker or magnet and other stuff. February is Cotton Candy Pomeranian.
Heck yeah. Hey, guys. Listen to my music under Marshland Monster. Go listen to Shuffling the Deck. That's Sean Marciniak and I going through every single ICP album. It's very fun, very long sometimes, but like we're talking about shit for some weird reason. It takes us 2 hours, but the 6 Jokers card, the Wraith, that took us 3 hours to discuss. So check that out wherever you're listening to this. Just search Marshland Media or Shuffling the Deck. You're bound to find it. Arf, arf. Or go to MLMpod.com to also find out about my other podcast. But the big thing, go over to patreon.com/MLMpod, where for $5 a month, you get exclusive podcasts every single Friday, such as Engage with Nicolas Cage, Talking About Beyblade, The Toku Reading Corner, and This Existed. All very fun stuff. Ooh, and if you're a $10 patron, you get exclusive watch-alongs and streams once a month. You're going to have a good time, and every single free feed podcast, you get a shout-out. So let's begin with those, starting with Steve F., Eric Berry of Ranger Command Power Hour. He's going to be a daddy. Oh, he's going to be a hunky daddy. Man, that baby's going to be so lucky. He's going to have, they are going to have a hunky daddy to hold them. Alex Z.
The baby is going to hold Eric.
Oh, yeah, I know. That's why I got confused, bro. But hey, strong genes in that family. Baby probably will be able to hold
Denim.
Eric. Yeah. Alex Z, a.k.a. The Waz, Orion, Defo, D-F-O, check out his rap musics. Kayla, a.k.a. Two Grapes, Tyler Wright, he's our friend. Elliot W, at Garlic Sunshine for their amazing artwork. Jordan B, the Chaos Witch. Nicole's brother, Joshua, my Bickle, brother in common law. And Steve Barnes, at Intro Void on Substack and Spotify. Go check his shit out. I've been James.
I'm Nicole.
I'm Bishop.
And we've been Mostly Speaking Sentai. Ooh, bye-bye.
P.
This has been a Marshland Media production, produced by James McCollum. For more content, please visit mlmpod.com. To support our network and have access to exclusive podcasts, head over to patreon.com/MLMpod and sign up today. Oh, yeah.